Hey guys, it's Billy. Welcome back to my channel. Yes! Look at this beautiful pad thai. First of all, look at this lighting. The lighting on me is not the greatest, but on this food, how dreamy does it look? So I was thinking about what do I want to eat today, and I really want to do a mukbang. I really want to talk to you guys about some stuff. And I'm like, I have never done pad thai, so I've been eating a lot more just seafood and like less gluten. I don't know if you could tell, like my face is maybe a little better since I shaved my head. Like I'm like giving up some like meat products. I try to eat as much seafood as possible, or like tofu, less red meat, less chicken. And try not to eat gluten. So this is perfect, best of both worlds. I'm like semi-vegetarian, not 100% because I still eat meat, obviously, but just trying to, when I'm not on camera, stay healthy. So I'm like, oh, I've never done pad thai, and I could really go for it. Like, you know, pad thai is one of those things that when you think about it, and you're like, I can really go for pad thai, you can't stop thinking about it. That's what happened to me. So yeah, I ordered pad thai. I've never had this pad thai place before because since I moved to my new apartment, I've never had it, believe it or not. Like, I don't know why, I just never thought of it, I guess. And I was just watching some pad thai mukbangs and I'm like, oh, it looks so good. Everyone got like obviously the spring rolls. And then I have a bubble tea here, a Thai iced tea with boba. Stab it through. That's delicious. Yummy. Boba's scary for someone with like anxiety like me. Like I'm so scared of choking. So it's like you're like expecting the boba to like shoot down your throat and like you choke. That's something that happened to me too. So let's chow down. Let's eat. So good. I have like a sweet chili dipping sauce. I don't even know if you guys can see it on camera. I hope this lighting isn't terrible. I usually like to film at night because my apartment gets really sunny in the afternoon. But I didn't want to eat super late. How you guys doing? I hope you're good. Fresh. These taste like homemade. We're good. So obviously I got shrimp pad thai. It's a huge amount. All right, let's try this. I kind of wish they took the tails off the shrimp, because then you can eat it with the. A little spicy. It's just the right spice. I really like this place over others because I had good reviews. I was looking up their reviews on Yelp and Uber Eats. The people looked really cute, the workers, like with their photos. And then you can pick the spice level. And every pad thai I've had, I feel like I had like a super sweet pad thai, you know? I never had any pad thai with like any heat to it. Obviously, I probably didn't have a good pad thai then. But this one's like kind of has a heat to it. I got it at medium. Medium is like you know the heat is there. But it's hot, especially the more you eat it. Here's another shrimp. Yeah, these shrimps, like you can't eat it with the pad thai because of the tails. First world problems, right? People have bigger problems in the world. Speaking of problems, I sometimes do touch on my anxiety, and a lot of people, I think someone in one of my last videos asked me about how I never really opened up about it and like what I'm anxious about. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are right. Like I don't maybe open up enough. So we're gonna open up a little today. Get a little vulnerable. I think everyone has some sort of anxiety at some point in their life, one way or another. Some people more than others. For me, it just runs in my family. Like, I was born with it. Since I can remember, I had anxiety. Especially in school, like I wasn't as talkative as a lot of the kids. I was shy, you know. But my anxiety was so bad to the point where, like, you know when you have birthday parties when you're younger and you have to pass out invitations to all your friends? I would be too scared to do that. I'd be too anxious, so I would like hide them. I'd be too anxious. I'd be too embarrassed to eat lunch. So like if I brought my lunch in your day, I was always like just anxious about it. Like I didn't want to, taking out my lunch and taking it, unpacking it, just like freaked me out really bad. And I never really did anything about it. Like my parents just thought I was a weird kid, you know? So I had friends. I didn't have like a ton of close friends though. And that goes into my adult life. Like I have friends, but like not really close friends. I've been like that my entire life since I was little. And then, but my mom would throw these birthday parties for me. And you know, when you invite all your friends and no one would show up. And my mom would like cry because she thought like, no one shut up because they didn't like me. Here it's because I wasn't inviting people to the birthday parties. And she didn't know that until later on in life. When I was taking maybe college, I told her, I'm like, yeah, I never passed out those invitations. And she was like pissed. But and then when I went to other people's birthday parties, I did not want to go at all. And I would get so scared I would hide in the bathroom. My parents would like drag me out and I did not want to go. I'd be so awkward and weird. And that was just anxiety as a kid. I didn't know what it was, but I was anxious all the time. And as I grew up, I kind of learned how to deal with it. You know, like I always had it in middle school. And it was like crippling anxiety. Like things that would give me anxiety were mornings where there was a lot of people moving around all at once. And like the lunches during the day, like when all the kids are running around in the lunchroom, that would drive me nuts and I would go crazy and I'd be so scared. And that's when a lot of bullying started happening. So that just elevated it more. I was chubby, you know, and kids are mean. And it was weird because I had friends that they were kind of the bullies too, which I don't think a lot of people realize, but for me, it like put a maybe that's why I don't have many friends to this day, because my friends in middle school were like bullies too. Like they would make fun of each other and they would make fun of me, and it was just like toxic and bad. And around that time, when you're like a teenager, that really like ingrains on you. Imprints, or, you know, your brain development. So I felt that until probably about 11th grade. And then right when I finished 11th grade, I snapped. And I'm like, I am tired of being like quiet. I'm tired of being like a pushover. I'm tired of being chubby, right? I'm tired of being made fun of. I'm just tired, right? Lost a ton of weight over the summer. Like I went vegetarian. So I like ate barely anything. I just went on runs every day. Went back to high school for my senior year. I had so many friends. I was sitting at the cool table. I got voted like guy girl best friend that year. Teachers were nice to me again. Like I pierced my lip. I got a new haircut. I like shaved the sides and kept it long on top. I looked super edgy and cool. I got a tattoo. I just didn't care. And that's when people really start to notice me, I think. And people who were mean to me automatically wanted to be my friend. And it was funny. But deep down, I was still shy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are gonna make fun of me, you know? So then I went to college. And I think at that point, my anxiety was under control because I was doing a lot of exercising. And working out for me got rid of all my anxiety. I would work out before I went anywhere, before I went out, before I did any social events. I had to go on a run first. If I didn't go on a run, then I couldn't do it, you know? If I didn't go on a run that day, I couldn't go out with my friends that day. Like, that's how crazy I was. So I went to college. And then my anxiety got... I kind of replaced going on runs and working out with drinking, which is horrible. And that's kind of like where the problems start to come in. So to get rid of my anxiety and to be social and make friends, I couldn't do it without alcohol. And I still feel to this day it's probably a problem, because I still feel like if I'm in a social situation and there's no alcohol, I don't know if I can do it. I barely drink. Hence why I barely put myself in social situations. So I graduated college. My anxiety was under control, really. I've never had a panic attack or anything like that yet. At that stage of my life. So I graduated college. I moved to New York City. And that's when I'll go downhill. I've had some of the best years here. But when I first moved to New York, I was broke. I had no money. And I never lived on my own. I never had roommates. I was always living with my parents. And I had never had a full-time job like that before. Like right out of school. And I hated my job. And I started getting really insecure. I started eating my feelings, right? So I hate my job. I got really reclusive. I would just go home, go work, go home, eat, sleep, do it all over again. And then just lay around all weekend. And before I knew it, it's 2 years later, and I probably gained more than 50 pounds. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, because I may have been like a little overweight to begin with. But, I mean, underweight. Like, just because you are fit or skinny doesn't mean you're happy, you know, because I wasn't happy and I didn't have things under control. Like I had work problems, I had money problems, which we all have, you know. But for me, I didn't realize I was eating my feelings. And that's where mukbangs came in, you know. Instead of going out and hanging out with friends, I watched mukbangs, and it made me feel happier because it made me feel not alone, and it like calmed down my anxiety. And my anxiety held me back from actually starting mukbangs years ago, because maybe if I started years ago, I'd be like an original mukbanger, you know? But I had really low self-esteem. It was really bad. So I ended up quitting my job and getting a job I really love. But what happened with that is you get a job you really love and you ignore your problems that you were having, and you think that money is going to solve your problems, and it doesn't. And I made a lot of money. I'm not like super rich, but I was able to get an apartment on my own without any roommates, and like I worked my butt off, and I realized I'm like, I'm not happy though. Like, I'm overweight. I'm still watching mukbangs. I've been wanting to do a mukbang channel, and I haven't done it. And I kept putting it off for a year, 2 years, you know? And then one day I'm just like, I need to take charge of my life again. And I need to do what makes me happy. So I felt in a place where I felt I didn't have control in my work. So that's why I started doing mukbangs too, is because I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anything to control with my work. And I'm like, well, I want to do something fun on YouTube, you know? So here I am. My cat just stole my thing. I'm just like rambling. But yeah, I mean, I have anxiety now with the pandemic and everything like that, but I just have anxiety. And the moral of the story, I have generalized anxiety. Like, I have anxiety just ingrained in me. It comes from my parents who both have it, and they know about it. But like where I come from, like it's never okay to like, not okay to get help. It's just people don't get help where I'm from. Like, people don't have a lot of money, and I'm sure it's like a lot of other places, like in New York, that's totally like a normal thing. Like, every other person has a therapist. I tried it a couple of times. I haven't found one that's right for me, and I would love to get my anxiety under control, because I'm anxious from the day I go to sleep, the day I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, you know? And I feel like it has a lot to do, like that puts a lot of pressure on you health-wise in the long term. So, I mean, it's good to have it under control. And I don't work out as much as I do. Maybe if I worked out, you know, I changed my diet, and it definitely did help me more. I don't feel like I was having panic attacks to the point where the past couple of weeks why I haven't been posting on YouTube is because I was sick as a dog and having panic attacks and not knowing if I'm gonna be able to pay my rent, not knowing what the future holds, not knowing anything. And I just like was panicking, and I thought I was dying at a couple points, and like it's scary. And like you start to realize like you only have, once you lose your health, like it's hard to have anything else. So you gotta like take care of yourself, you know what I mean? So I've been eating, like when I'm not doing mukbangs, I've been eating like mostly just gluten-free, healthy. Obviously, if you guys want to see that, let me know. But I want to plan like some like cooking stuff. I want to plan like, obviously I'm still gonna eat the foods I enjoy and like, but yeah, that's the honest truth about what I've been going through. And who knows what the future holds for all of us, you know what I mean? Like, it's tough times. But that doesn't mean like you should ignore your problems. And anyone who does have anxiety, like, tackle it head on, because I used to look at it like something that puts fire under my butt, because it does. Like, in moments, I get so nervous that I become an extrovert, right? And I just keep talking, and people love it. I get loud, you know? But there comes a point when you get older that like affects your health, like anxiety, like it affects your blood pressure, it affects everything. Like if you're an emotional eater like me, that affects that. But it's totally normal. I never felt ashamed of it, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to open up about you guys about that. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm obviously an open book. My sister's the same way. Like, she has anxiety too, and it's like normal. love pad thai. I want to try making my own pad thai in the Instapot. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be good though. It looks really good. That's originally where I got this idea from, was someone posted a recipe online of like an Instapot one. Yeah, after it's all said and done, I think a lot is going to be different, especially here in New York City. How much different, only time will tell, but a lot of offices here are saying they don't have to go into the office for the rest of the year. Crazy. I don't mind working from home. A lot of people want to go back into the office and like go about their life. I like staying inside. I have to like force myself, like maybe after this, to go to the gym and like move, because I do feel like my body is like achy, you know, from like not moving all day and just laying on the couch. My couch is terrible too. Like I wanted, when I moved into this apartment, I wanted to get like a really nice couch, and not like really nice, but I wanted to get like a real comfy couch, you know, for cheap. Well, this couch is too comfy. You sink into it and it like hurts your back after a while, and it hurts your like body to get out of it. It's horrible. This was bomb. This was good. Something different. I think I'm done though, because it's like cold now. I talk too much. You guys say you like when I talk, so don't complain. Well, guys, I hope you liked hanging out with me and having a little one-on-one. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm an eating show. I eat every day. I post a couple times a week, so you don't want to miss out on this. Also, if you have any questions for me, maybe I'll do a Q&A. I know a lot of you guys wanted to get to know me. I don't really know what you want to get to know. So leave some questions in the comments down below, and maybe I'll do, when I get enough of them, I'll do like a full-on video, Q&A. And then you guys can pick what I'm eating, and then we can have just like a whole, or maybe I'll do like a live, you know, if you guys want me to do that too. I kind of want to connect with you guys more. Some of you guys follow me on Instagram and message me and stuff, and I love that. Like every time I get a new follower, I get like really excited, and I like stalk and follow back and like all that stuff. So if you want to do that, my name's down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, talk to you later. Bye, guys.